everybody, recently we've just had the version 3.4 update in Emergency Hamburg, and I'm just going to be showing you every single little thing they've added. In case you missed a couple things, I know that it came out a few days ago now, but I was not at home unfortunately, so I couldn't make a video on the day, but I'm still going to cover it in a lot of detail in this video. So if you've already seen like the update or any other update videos, I might cover things that other people haven't, so keep watching. Anyway, I'm literally just going to go through every single thing they've added, and it's all nicely written right here. So our highlights are 3 new vehicles, a new damage system, a new full fuel station, tool shop, farm shop, robberies, and there's a bunch of little minor bug fixes, which we're going to look at all of them in this video, so keep watching. Anyway, as for the new vehicles, we have a new, very nice car. Okay, they've added a very nice car to the game, and I'm going to go buy it and show you right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the car is meant to be some sort of presidential vehicle. They've described it on here as the Stuttgart Royal Majestic Limousine. Very fancy, very fancy. But yeah, let's check it out. So here it is now one of the most expensive cars in the game, even more expensive than the Porsche Taycan. It's at 480,000, but it is slightly less horsepower than Porsche Taycan and less performance, but obviously you're paying for the looks here, not the performance necessarily, but it is still a very fast car nonetheless. Anyway, let's check it out. So this car is stunning, okay? You're gonna immediately see, let's just not focus on the driving for now, let's just look at the looks. This thing is amazing. If you're considering, you know, if you want to buy a very fast car that looks great, then this is your option. I mean, it is just amazing. Just like the last update with the Porsche Taycan, they have delivered a great vehicle here, and this, you know, it meets all expectations. This is an amazing car, like, bro, it's incredible. Look at this, look at the rims. Like, you just get such like you know, elegant luxurious vibes coming from this car right here. Like, you know, it's literally such a presidential vehicle. You know, I don't know what it's based on, I don't really know the name, but it doesn't really matter. It looks like an amazing car. I mean, look at this thing, man. The two-tone grey and dark grey is such a nice design, and I don't think it should be any other color than that. I will check out the other colors anyway, just in case you're considering buying this car and you want to know what the options are, so I'm going to go check that at ADAC. But yeah, let me know what you think of this car. It looks amazing, man. It's such a nice car. Definitely going to use this in some of my videos now, you know, like presidential role plays and stuff. I'll definitely be using this, and it's just, yeah, it's got great looks, great speed. This thing is rapid. It is really quick as well, which is a great advantage, obviously, if you want it for looks and speed. There you go, you got that option. So white is a bit lighter. You can see it's a bit of a lighter color. I don't really like that, but there you go. That's how it looks in white. Yeah, that is how it looks in white. It's a bit bright because the sun is directly down. Anyway, now we've got like yellow. Yeah, that looks really ugly, to be honest. Orange, I mean, it's alright, but I don't think any of these colors suit the car other than its signature white. I mean silver. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've shown all the colors there, so there you go. You can see all the colors there in case you're interested in a specific one, but personally I think the best is the silver for this car, because it's just designed to be that way, isn't it? Like, if you got a presidential vehicle, it's going to be in probably white or darker white or black, not any, you know, bright pop, you know, like flashy colors, because it's just not really what they do in a presidential you know, motorcade. Anyway, great car, amazing car, already a great update. Could have just added that and it would have been great. But anyway, moving on, we now have the electric truck Stella S100 in the truck company, which I will go check out now. Alright, so to be honest, I haven't actually seen this truck, but I'm pretty sure, I mean, it's the only electric truck, so I'm wondering if it's free with the Game Pass or not. I don't know, we'll just have to check. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah, okay, so it is free, so that is a good thing. So it's good to know that they're adding way more electric vehicles to the game, so that you get more value out of the 250 Robux Game Pass, which is incredible value right now, by the way. Now there's like, I don't know, 3-4 civilian cars. There's one on the truck company, there's one that we're going to check out soon on the fire station, there's one on the bus company, police station, everywhere really. Electric vehicles Game Pass looking pretty good. Anyway, I think this is resembling a Scania, I don't know, might be. This looks like a Scania to me, just from the front grille. Okay, this looks like a Scania. I could be wrong, but I think it's some sort of Scania. Let me check online. Right, let's see. I just searched up electric Scania truck, and yeah, I mean, this looks like it. I'm sure you can see the resemblance there. You know, you got the windows curving. That this looks exactly like it, actually. Yeah, I'm quite sure I'm quite certain it's a Scania. Yeah, quite certain. 100% electric. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. A nice truck to add to the game. It looks great. You know, I'm sure it's nice and quick. It's got a huge battery. Wow, 80 kilowatts. 80 kilowatt hours. You're not gonna find that on any other car in this game. That's for sure. Anyway, yeah, great car. It's got 210 horsepower. Yeah, that's excellent for a truck, I guess. Anyway, let's end the shift and let's check out the next thing. So the next thing is the fire department electric truck. Let's go check that out. I believe that is also free. So, you know, it's really nice of them to, you know, introduce a lot of free electric vehicles that come with the Game Pass, because I do think it was a bit, because the Game Pass, they introduced it, and you have to buy the Game Pass and you still have to pay for the cars with in-game cash. It's just a bit, yeah, it was just not a very nice practice, seeing as you just paid Robux and you only get like these bad cars to start with, but now they're actually giving you something decent. I do think that is quite a nice gesture from the developers there, and I definitely think it's a step in the right direction after you've just paid, you know, Robux for a actual Game Pass and not just in-game cash. You know, at least they're seeing that now and they're correcting it, really. Anyway, let's just join the Fire Commander and let's check this vehicle. Anyway, so, okay, I don't think it's on this team. Yeah, this was the wrong team. I don't know why I joined Fire Commander. To be honest, I don't really know the difference. Anyway, I bet you there'll be a 2-minute cooldown now. Oh, no, there's not. Okay. There sometimes is, sometimes isn't. Don't really know why. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Yeah, right. The Führerschein RTEHLF. Okay, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but yeah, here we go. Just as you've seen in the sneak peek images, this is the new fire truck. Very boxy, very boxy. I don't know if I like it. The ELS is like really cool though. Like this is so cool. Got the same sirens and everything, but I mean, it's just a modern take on a fire truck. Really, it looks fancy. It looks very fancy. I don't know. What do you think of the car? Do you like it, or would you stick to a normal fire truck? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. It's very boxy, and I'm not a big fan of that, to be honest. So it looks really flashy though. It looks really cool. I like the lighting. That's definitely a good part of it, but it's very boxy. Yeah. So I don't know. It's personal preference, but personally, I think it's alright. Anyway, let's move on to the next section of updates, which is the new damage system. So this is really exciting to see. They literally have you can now open. So basically, they've just made things make more sense. Okay, so you might know that if you blow up a car, it doesn't do any damage to the car. Well, they've actually put some sense into that now. So, and they've done it to a lot of stuff. So I'll read through the list here. So they've got, you can now open cash registers and vending machines by punching with fists, shooting it, explosions, baseball bats. So basically anything that does damage in the game can now open cash registers rather than just your fist. So let's just go do a quick test, I guess. I'm gonna buy like I don't know, an explosive, and let's just blow up a cash register, and you'll see that it actually opens the cash register without actually you having to punch it. So this can make robbing stuff a lot quicker, because obviously you had to punch it before. Now you can just go and blow it up. I mean, I don't know why you'd blow up a cash register, but it's a waste of money, but that's an option now. All right, here we are at Gas and Go Fuel. So if I just had a thought, by the way. If you put a bomb at a gas pump, it should blow up, right? Anyway, just a thought. Anyway, if we go to the cash register and we just place down an explosive right here and we detonate it, you'll see that the money, yeah, it goes everywhere. There, you see, look, now it's robbed, and I can actually collect it. And yeah, you'll notice there's a few differences here, and I'll touch on them in a second. But yeah, that is the new functions for being able to rob stuff. So that applies to things like the jewelry store. Glass windows can be broken, yeah. So if you go to the jeweler and you shoot the window, you can smash it and take the inside without wasting time, which is great. Bombs will explode when shot out. When another bomb explodes nearby, that's great. We can make even bigger detonations now without us having to time it properly. And then security cameras can be broken by criminals. That's all just just generally the new damage system. And apparently there's much more to explore, so yeah, I'm sure you'll find some new stuff along the way. Anyway, as you've just seen, the robbery, when I just did the robbery, it actually drops different types of notes, so they can range from like 500 to 1000. I don't know what the highest. Oh wow, okay, so bills of different values from 20 euros to 500 euros. Okay, so big range there, but that's great. So you know, you can either get a really big score, or you can get a really low score, so you can make a lot of money or not a lot of money. It's kind of random now, and I think they might have actually just removed the price limit on private servers, because when I just robbed that thing, I made like, well, how much did I make? I made 1.5k. Before this update, it was like 900 euros on private servers, like 800. You got like nothing. Now it's 1.5k. I think they've bumped it. I think they've bumped it for private servers, which is great because you're paying 200 Robux a month. It's already a rip-off, really. And yeah, they've bumped it, so that's great. That's great. I think that's amazing. Better value now. So private servers are now a good option if you want to, you know, farm money without police. Anyway, there's now a new building at the harbour where the truck drivers can deliver goods, and there is a new mobile button for arresting and healing players. So yeah, I think it was a bit difficult because on mobile you had to like hold down your finger on someone who's moving around constantly. It's not easy, you know, so having a dedicated button for that, definitely a step in the right direction for making it a bit easier on mobile to arrest people, and I think that's a great new addition. Alright, so here we are at the harbour, and you can actually see that new build, that old old building has now been replaced by this very new and large building for trucks where you can actually make deliveries to. So basically you'll be able to deliver here now. I don't think you can take deliveries from here. You can't go inside. This door doesn't look like it goes anywhere, so yeah, you can't go in, but you just got a new place to deliver to. I mean, it's a bit irrelevant. It's just a new building, not really that important. It's just a new building, but thought I'd throw it in there because it is new, so we should check it out. Anyway, moving on to the general minor changes and improvements. So there's a lot of things they've changed here. So you may have noticed, first of all, when you get in a car, or when you do anything in this game really, when you're interacting with something, when you're opening a dealership menu, when you're spawning a vehicle in, when you're getting in vehicles, arresting people, anything, obviously you have this little interaction. You know, press E to do something or tap to do something on mobile. So this pop-up, this proximity prompt right here, used to be like a grey background, but now they've made it like a semi-transparent black, and when you actually are on one that is has a progression on it. So for example, when you're, I don't know, when you're picking up cash, for example, it actually has this red to green animation when you're holding it down, so it actually shows you the progress in color instead of just a radial bar going around it, which I thought was pretty cool. I think it's definitely looks nicer than just the grey thing. I always thought it looked very similar to Jailbreak, to be honest. Always thought it looked very similar to Jailbreak, but now they've kind of changed it up a little bit, you know, made it a bit translucent. Yeah, I think it's a nice design change, because if you can see, if I just like you know, open the, okay, if I robbed a jewelry store, so if I rob the jewelry store, then when I want to pick up this, you see it's actually like a rainbow color thing, so it goes from red and then animates all the way to green, and it just looks a lot nicer, shows you what you're doing, and yeah, I think that's a pretty good update. So yeah, just a small minor change, but you know, just a new design really, that's all. The functionality is still identical, so just a small update to proximity prompts there. Vehicle repair prices are now based on the amount of horsepower a car has, so basically when you repair your car, it's not the same amount to repair for every single car in the game. For example, in real life, you're not going to pay 200 euros to repair like a very expensive car like a Lamborghini, but you are going to probably pay that for like a cheap car, like a, I don't know, some random Ford or something. So yeah, just another realism change, fairly simple. I'm not going to mention everything here because there are some really small things, but I'm just going to tell you about some good highlights. So they've actually, if you don't know, there used to be a bus station station directly in front of the police station, which was really annoying because when you were kind of coming to the police station, you just have this huge bus stop in the way. But that's actually been moved now. So it used to be right here where this kind of indent parking is, but they've actually just swapped that. So they used to be parking there and the bus stop here, but they've just swapped it around, which I think is great. It's great, you know, you can actually just walk towards the front door now, because the police station is like so secluded, like, you know, it's very secluded, especially with that bus stop in the way. You don't see the main entrance, but now you can actually come in and you know, go in, walk in and out properly. It's just much cleaner. Another small change: when you get in a car, the map will actually zoom out, so you can see if I get out, map's just zoomed in. If I get back in the driver's seat, map just zooms out. So it just lets you see a bit more of what's around you when you're driving around, which is just a great change. Quality of life improvement. Great stuff, great stuff. Does this work for passenger seats? I think it works for passengers. Yeah, it works for passengers. So yeah, there you go. You don't have to open it as much because you can kind of see what's around you a bit easier. I think that's a good quality of life change. Now, I've found a small issue here. So they claim they've fixed a bug where stamina was still used even though the player didn't move. But actually, this is still existing. So if I, you know, you can see my stamina bar right here. It's full. If I go up against this wall and hold shift, you can see my character isn't moving at all. The stamina bar is still being used up. So no, they haven't fixed this bug. They claim they have, but they haven't, because I'm not moving right now. I'm holding W and shift, so I'm in the walking state, but I'm not walking. So they shouldn't be draining my stamina right now because I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, they claim they fixed it. They haven't. So they should probably look into that. Also, just a cool little this is the last one I'm going to mention. They've actually changed the color of the starting car from green. So you're not going to see only green Passats in this game anymore. You're not going to see only those green cars driving around. The color's going to be random now, which I think, yeah, it's good. It's good. Makes things a bit more unique for new players. And yeah, I mean, we won't. The thing is, now we won't be able to identify who's just started playing the game, which is you know, it's a bit of a shame, but whatever. I don't really care. It's a good update, I think. Anyway, that is the v3.4 huge update. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Maybe you learned something you didn't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's everything. Pretty much everything they added. You can check the dev forum post if you want to see even more, which I haven't mentioned, but they're just very small things. Which aren't too important. But anyway, thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe if you found this useful, and goodbye.